Hi Leo, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. This is a general love reading for the first part of March. Today is actually February 29th, leap year day. And so this reading will be for that first week of March. If you're brand new to my channel, everything that you may want to know is in the description box below regarding this reading and the video, so please check that out. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate your support. I did reach over 1,000 subscribers yesterday, so I was very excited about that. So thank you for coming back and watching more of my videos. I do want to remind all of my viewers that because this is a general reading, it can pertain to anything, including relationship situations, family situations, work circumstances, whatever you can dream of, it might apply. So take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Be flexible with the energy. You may feel like I'm reading for you. You could also potentially feel like you're cross-watching. My intention is always to reach the people who need this message the most and who will benefit the most from the message. Okay, Leo, so we're going to get started. Let me give this deck one more shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with Leo for this first week of March. Here we go. So we're going to start off with the Ace of Wands in reverse, paired with the Eight of Cups in reverse, the King of Wands, the World in reverse, Four of Wands, the Devil in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, and the High Priestess. So Leo, we have the King of Wands out here. I do believe this is your energy. I want to remind my female viewers that you can embody this kind of energy even if you are female, so be flexible. But this could also be somebody that you're dealing with. So the King of Wands is a natural born leader, somebody who's very ambitious, somebody who goes after what he wants. He is not afraid of a challenge. He takes on responsibility but can also manage and delegate responsibility to others. This can be a boss or, again, somebody who just has a position of power. Other people look up to this individual, look to this person for guidance. And again, I feel like this is your energy, Leo. You might be facing some disappointment regarding something you feel like you missed out on, or a situation that just hasn't transpired for you that you were hopeful for. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse, so this could feel like something that's slipped out of your hands or has gotten away from you, or perhaps just something that's delayed or stuck. You have this Eight of Cups paired with the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you might be feeling stuck or feeling like things aren't moving forward the way you had hoped. This could be some kind of new endeavor that you are working on. Could indicate a new relationship. I feel right now that you may be thinking that the best decision for you right now is just to listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, and make some decisions based on that as you move forward. Because things might be a little unclear for you. Let's get some more cards out here for you, Leo. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups, the Eight of Cups, this time in the upright position, the Star, the Ace of Cups in reverse. And the High Priestess, clarifying the High Priestess. So there's some kind of missed opportunity that's occurred. And I do believe that it's something maybe you've been working hard on, or something that you've been maybe trying to manifest into your life, but something that you've been hoping for. Maybe something that you felt would bring you ultimate happiness and joy and contentment and fulfillment and love. This could be a new relationship. We have a Queen of Swords on the table in reverse, clarifying this Ace of Wands. So the Queen of Swords can be somebody who's very cold and calculating, somebody who's highly intelligent but uses her words in hurtful ways. I feel like this person possibly is somebody that you're dealing with, Leo, that may be downplaying this opportunity that seems to have gotten away from you, or maybe feeling like this isn't something that's right for you or good for you, or something that you ultimately want. Maybe you think it's something you want, but it's going to turn out to... I think she's telling you that this could be something that you think you want, but ultimately once you have it, you're going to realize you don't want it, and then you're going to be stuck with it. That's what I get from these two cards. She's trying to downplay this Ace of Wands. Maybe because she knows that it's something that's slipping away from you, or something that you feel like you just haven't been able to obtain yet. And I think that she's kind of, again, with her words, downplaying this, and it's possible because she, for whatever reason, she doesn't think that you should have this, or doesn't want you to have it. I think that you're listening to the wrong people, though, Leo. I don't think this person has your best interest in mind. I don't think she really knows what you want or what would be good for you. I think you know what you want and what would be good for you. And you may be feeling like you need to leave something behind in order to continue working toward this ultimate goal, whatever this Ace of Wands is for you. Because again, it could be something that you've been working on for a while, or hopeful for a long time. So you've invested a lot of energy into it. But you may need to leave someone or something, a situation behind, in order to regain hope for this. Because you may need to walk away from something that's a little toxic or negative in your life in order to regain some hope for this Ace of Wands that I feel like has slipped out of your fingers. It's interesting, we have the High Priestess twice out here. I do feel like you are a highly intuitive individual, Leo. I think you ultimately know what's right. And right now, I think you need to concentrate on yourself. Getting yourself in a better position in order to make the right choices for yourself. Because again, I get the feeling that this Queen of Wands, whoever this is to you, and it could be a person, it could represent more than one person, but I feel like they are not acting or speaking or communicating in your best interest. That they may not have the right mindset to help you move toward this Ace of Wands, because I don't think this Queen of Swords wants you to have it, whatever this is for you. Let's get some more cards out here for you, Leo. So we have the Ace of Cups in reverse again. This could indicate a relationship or unrequited love, or just not having that connection in your life that would be good for you, help you move forward. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Page of Pentacles. Death. Queen of Wands. Two of Wands again in the upright position. The Lovers in reverse. And the Queen of Cups. Okay, so I feel like the Queen of Wands, first of all, the Queen of Wands, again, similar to the King of Wands, this is somebody who's very ambitious, somebody who has a lot on her plate. She's a go-getter. She goes after what she wants. She's not shy about taking responsibility. She's a very creative individual. This can be someone who's very attractive, someone who commands attention when they walk into a room. This is somebody who has very high expectations for herself. This could be somebody that you're moving toward, Leo. And then we have a Queen of Cups on the table, clarifying this High Priestess energy. So the Queen of Cups is somebody who's highly intuitive, somebody who's very compassionate and loving, and a very emotionally supportive individual, loyal. I haven't decided yet if this Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups is the same person. But I feel like there is a need or desire to move away from what could be considered a toxic relationship in order to move toward a more positive relationship. And I feel like this Queen of Swords is a toxic energy. And by toxic, I'm not trying to throw shade on the Queen of Swords, but this person is not a positive influence in your life. And it may be time to release this type of relationship in favor of something that is going to be a positive connection for you. Because this Queen of Swords is not something that you want in your life. Right now you're stuck dealing with someone that maybe you manifested into your life, but they're causing grief, causing some angst, not speaking or acting in your best interest. Sorry, I'm distracted because my son's alarm is going off, and that absolutely drives me nuts because he'll set the alarm and then it'll go off 20 or 30 times before he even gets out of bed. And it drives me nuts. I mean, if you're going to set an alarm, get out of bed, right? What's the point of setting the alarm and then having your sleep disrupted every 8 to 10 minutes so that it can remind you that you're supposed to get out of bed, but you're still in bed? I'd be like, well, okay, if I want to get up at 10, I'm going to get up at 10. If I don't want to get up at 10 and I actually know I'm going to sleep till 12, then I'm going to set my alarm for 12, not 10, and then listen to it for 2 hours. Sorry, Leo, totally off on a tangent. It was just one of those, the alarm triggered me. Back to you, Leo. So this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands could potentially be the same person. I feel like you might be moving toward this individual. You may already have kind of a spiritual, intuitive connection with this person. I think that you know that this person, this queen would be, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, would be a very positive person to have in your life. But you've got to release this other energy first, this Queen of Swords. I just get the sense from this reading, the message that's the strongest is releasing one connection for another, because one is not good for you and another would be, but you can't have this other connection until you make room for it And in order to make room for it, you've got to walk away from something that's not working for you right now. But I feel like you're in this stuck energy, like maybe you've been hanging on to this other relationship for a while. Okay, so we have Queen of Wands in reverse this time. Okay, so this Queen of Wands could potentially be this Queen of Swords. Now I'm feeling like this Queen of Cups is somebody different. Okay, let's get some more cards out here. We have the Nine of Wands. Queen of Swords again, this time in the upright position. Four of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Five of Swords in reverse. And the Six of Swords. Okay, so you may have been building something with this Queen of Wands. It could be a work opportunity with the Eight of Pentacles out here. Could have been a working situation. But I feel like you two were working on a goal together. It could have been a work-related goal. But this Queen of Wands has now come out, clarifying this Queen of Swords in reverse. So I feel like this person's causing you some significant grief, and you may at one time have felt like this was a relationship that was positive for you, that's something that you really wanted. But I think now you're rethinking that, maybe thinking you need to release this, let this go. I think this person has influenced you significantly in your life. And at this point in time, may have changed their tune. It may have been a very positive relationship at one time, something that you were both really thriving together and building together and making it work. But this person is embodying some shadow energy right now. The Queen of Wands in reverse is somebody who has to have things her way, is a very demanding person, can be jealous or envious. Somebody who has certain expectations for others, but she talks the talk, but she doesn't walk the walk, if you know what I mean. And then you have this Queen of Cups over here. So again, at one time, you know, in this last set of cards, I thought this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands was the same person, because the Queen of Wands is in the upright in this set of cards. But I think it's also paired with this Eight of Cups. This could be a working relationship that you have to walk away from at this point in time. But I feel like you've been building something with this person. You've been working toward a goal. But now there's a sense that you might need to make a choice or make a new decision for yourself. Maybe to branch out on your own so that you can regain some hope for whatever it is that you're moving toward, this Ace of Wands. And it could potentially, again, be a new relationship that at this point in time has not been something that you've been able to transpire for yourself. And I do feel like it's because you've been concentrating on this relationship with this Queen of Wands. So maybe you just haven't had room for this new connection because you've been focused on this other connection with this Queen of Wands. So you might be deciding to let this go, this relationship go. If you don't walk away from the relationship, if you don't let this go, I feel like you need to focus on fixing something within the relationship that's causing you grief. It needs some healing. This relationship is not in good standing right now. And so if you decide to stick with this relationship, something needs to change. Something needs to be repaired, because things are going awry. There's conflict. There's something going on here that doesn't feel healthy. I feel like it might be more detrimental to you, Leo, than this Queen of Wands. I think ultimately you're trying to figure out a way so that everybody can have this Ten of Cups, be happy, content, joyful, have abundance, fulfillment in your life. And I do feel like you are really working hard to make this work with this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and that you do depend on this person. You do listen to this person. This person does influence you. But in the present time, she's not influencing you in the right way. Something's gone wrong. Or you haven't been able to obtain what you want within this relationship. And then there's this Queen of Cups over here. I think intuitively you know that you need to leave behind one relationship if you're going to make a connection with somebody else that would potentially be better for you. Now, this Queen of Cups doesn't necessarily have to indicate there's an actual person that you're moving toward. This could just indicate that right now what you realize is changes need to be made in this relationship with this Queen of Wands, or you need to walk away from it because it's not turning out to be what you thought it would be. And again, this does not have to be romantic. It does not necessarily feel like a romantic connection. It could very well be a work situation, a work connection, partnership in some way, business partner. But I think you've been building something together. I think you've been working on something together, and things just are not going well right now. So this Queen of Cups could just indicate that in order to move towards something that might be more fulfilling in your life or make you happier, you would have to leave behind this other relationship. So let's get this last round of cards out here for you. Leo, we have the Ten of Cups again. And the Lovers. The Star again. Five of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands. In reverse, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I think both of you in this relationship are hoping for this. You would I think this connection, this potentially could be a romantic connection. Or could be something that you're working on, making a romantic connection. Maybe it wasn't at first, but I think you both want this. I think this Queen, this is confusing because on the one hand, it feels like she might be the one giving up this connection. Maybe she's decided this wasn't what she thought it was going to be and she wants to let this go. With this last set of cards that came out, it looks like she might be the one who's walking away from the situation. You know, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. What I'm trying to get at is that there is definitely some trouble, some conflict within this relationship, and one or both parties are getting ready to give up or walk away and possibly branch out on their own because there's some dissatisfaction going on in this relationship. Possibly some lost love. Some lost loyalty. A lack of compassion. There might be some mind games going on. with regard to this relationship. Maybe the romance factor got in the way of the working relationship. Maybe one or both of you was hopeful for a romantic connection, and it feels more like this Queen. Because the King of Wands does not have, the King of Wands just has the King of Wands out here. And then we've got the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. This Queen of Wands may have wanted more out of this relationship than you were willing to offer. This Queen of Cups could very well indicate that she wanted something more out of this working relationship, and it hasn't transpired for her, so she might be thinking she's ready to walk or ready to move on if you can't provide that for her. And again, I'm reading for this King of Wands, and it's interesting. The King of Wands is just the King of Wands out here. There's no other masculine energy on the table, and yet we have the Queen of Wands, once in the reverse, once in the upright position. The Queen of Swords twice, once upright, once reverse, and the Queen of Cups twice, once upright and once reverse. I don't think the King of Wands is providing what this Queen wants within this relationship. And again, it could have started out as maybe a working relationship where you two were building something together. But I think this Queen of Wands wants more. And I think she might be indicating that she's ready to move on her own if she doesn't get what she thinks she needs out of this relationship. This has totally taken a turn, hasn't it, Leo? I mean, I was going one way with this for quite a while, and now I've totally changed my mind. I think this Queen of Wands ultimately wants something more out of this relationship that this King is not necessarily able to provide, because I don't think it's what he wants. And it's causing some disruption within this relationship. And one or both parties are getting ready to walk, which is going to be detrimental to whatever it is you two have been working on together, whatever you've been building together, if it's a work or business situation, job opportunity that you two are both benefiting from, because I do feel like there's something that you've both been partnership. You have a partnership of some sort that has benefited both of you. And I think this Queen wants more, and this King is not providing that. So she might be ready to walk. Is this the one I want? No, there's three there. I only want one. Let's do one card for Leo to finish up this reading. See if we can't gain some more clarity, maybe some confirmation. Now I want to remind you, you know, at the beginning, because the King of Wands showed up first. Is this the one? This is the one. I've been reading for the King of Wands, but you could be this Queen as well. So take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. I do have the Thought card, number 18, that I pulled in the upright position. I believe this has a rather lengthy meaning in the book, so bear with me, Leo. I hope that it gives you some clarity. Let's see what this says for you. And I turned right to it. Nice. It's about a page. It's not too bad. Okay, Leo, here we go. And this has the Latin in it. I forgot this. And so I'm going to try to pronounce it, but there it is. I think it's cogito ergo sum, because cogito sounds like cognition to me, so I don't think it's cogito. I think it's cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. The simple statement expressed by René Descartes is a founding principle of Western philosophy. It means if one questions one's existence, the very act of doubting and then questioning is proof that one does indeed exist. But what if you are a figment of your own imagination or the imagination of a God mind? What if you were something else dreaming of being human, or only existing because someone or something is dreaming of you? We may think we are human, we may think we are real, possessing a solid physical form, we may think our world is what it is, but at a quantum level, research suggests that the world around us does not exist unless we focus our attention upon it. It does not become real and remains fluid and changeable until we give it substance, definition, and form. You think the table or chair in front of you is there. Your senses and mind give it substance and form, and so therefore it is. But at a quantum level, the table does not exist until you focus your mind and attention upon it. Thought creates reality. Thought is the second and one of the most dominant of the influence cards in the deck. For thought, like emotion, will determine the direction of your life. Your thoughts, the way you think, shape and create the world around you. What and how you think is as true a reflection of you as the face that looks back at you when you gaze in the mirror. However, from a scientific standpoint, thought still remains a mystery. Neuroscientists are learning the mechanics of thought, but why it occurs is not yet known and can only be guessed at. Regardless of the way it operates, though, thought is a complex process that involves both the conscious and unconscious mind and is the result of our senses being stimulated by and reacting to the environment in which we dwell. It is the product of mental activity. It is the manipulation of information in a manner that enables us to conceptualize, reason, work through problems, and make decisions. Thought is at the very foundation of consciousness, and some would suggest that without consciousness, we would not be human. There you go, Leo. I hope that gave you some clarity. Frankly, what I got out of this card is there's two people in this reading manifesting different realities. This queen wants something that this king is not providing. And therefore, to her, it's feeling like a lost opportunity. It might be feeling the same to this king, because I think that, at least at one time, this was a very positive working relationship. I think it could still be. It depends on your circumstance. But at least at this point in time, this queen is realizing that this relationship was not what she thought it would be, and she's considering walking away from the situation. Right now, there's this stuck energy. I think there's a temptation to rebuild. There's this temptation to heal this relationship, try to make it work. And I'm getting a sense more than anything else now, after all of the cards are sitting out here on the table, that this king is hopeful that this can work, but I think that this queen needs to adopt a different perspective. I think that this king would be willing to work on this, but this queen cannot maintain the level of expectation she has surrounding this relationship, because I think she wants something more that this king doesn't want. And it could very well be a romantic connection. So, you know, I indicated unrequited love. At one time, we have the Ace of Cups out here twice. And I do feel like this is causing the conflict within the relationship. So ultimately, this very well could be a connection, again, that's imbalanced because one person wants something that the other person doesn't. I think that there's something positive happening within this relationship for both of them. But if this queen wants more and this king can't provide it, then I think that she has either made it clear or is getting ready to express the fact that she is willing and ready to give this up, to walk away from this relationship and go off on her own if she doesn't get what she wants out of this relationship or doesn't get what she feels she needs out of the relationship. And that potentially, you know, if she makes that decision, it could benefit both of them. Because I do believe she wants a more intimate connection with this king that he's not willing to provide right now. Okay, Leo, well, I'm going to leave that here. I hope that this gave you some clarity. I hope that it gave you something to think about and help you move forward in some way, shape, or form. So thank you so much for joining me. If it did resonate, please like, share, and or subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. And I hope I see you again soon. Bye, Leo.